best friends. I'm Tabby.
And I'm Caitlin, and today we are discussing one of our all-time favorite authors, Emily Henry. This is a shout
We
out.
love her.
We love her.
So, if you listen to the last full-length episode, we did just cover Happy Place by her. It's her most recent romance novel that's come out, and it is an absolute 10 out of 10. If you still haven't read it, get on it.
Yeah, or like a 103.4 out of 10.
It's a 103.4 for being specific.
But yeah, so that's why we were just kind of doing a little shout out, just because we love her work so much. And we're going to start with a little bit of a bio on her because I learned some things. Well, first of all, I didn't know anything about her personal life before I looked it up.
Turns out we're actually a little bit of neighbors.
Yeah, so Emily Henry, like this is from the Wikipedia page. She lives and writes in Cincinnati and in the part of Kentucky just under that in the northern Ohio River region.
Covington.
Ooh, is that the city that's like near there? Well, there you go. So that's kind of where she lives and writes. She studied creative writing at Hope College and the New York Center for Art and Media Studies. And like it shows, she's very well learned.
She's a smart lady.
She's so smart. She's so well educated. Here's something I did not know is she began by writing young adult novels. So the first novel that she published was The Love That Split the World in 2016. And she actually has like 4 young adult novels out there that I have not read.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And then her first adult romance novel, which probably all of us know, is Beach Read, which was published in 2020.
That's crazy that she's produced 4 novels in the last 3 years.
Yeah, well, if you think about it, the first one was in 2016. She's got 8 novels in total now.
Yeah.
So
with the ones
wild.
we've read.
Yeah. Pretty wild. And these young adult novels, I'm pretty sure they were published like back to back to back to back because they were all out before Beach Read came out, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
So she was working hard.
She was getting that bread. She said rent is due.
Yeah. And then I feel like she really didn't like take off in popularity until Beach Read. So
yeah,
like she really was just kind of grinding for like a while until things like took off for her. So
well, I mean, she even wrote a book about that, how like not every book is a banger.
Yeah. It gives us insight. I love that.
She knows the process.
She also has a website called emilyhenrybooks.com. And you can sign up for her newsletter via email. I am subscribed.
I am also subscribed.
And her website actually has an extended epilogue for Beach Read titled Layover, if you guys haven't read that.
I've read that as well.
Very wholesome. And my favorite feature of this website is that there's a frequently asked questions section. And she has like, there's some questions about like novels specifically, but then one of the questions was like, can you share any writing tips? So she has writing tips on there and then advice on how to get published. So if
that's awesome,
interested in that, yeah, like advice from big sister Emily herself. So
thanks, Auntie.
We love.
So on her Instagram, she does have the Beach Read, People We Meet on Vacation, and Book Lovers movie info. All of them are getting a movie. We are so freaking excited to watch these when they come out. So fun fact, she actually did a little project a few months ago, may have been a year ago, I can't remember, where she had all of her fans submit their fan casts for, I think it was Beach Read. And so we obviously did because that was super fun. And it turns out it's because they were making a movie and she's not trying to get canceled for a bad cast.
She's not trying to be
it ends with Colleen Hoover. Mm-hmm. And so she's, hopefully using the ideas from her fans to create the perfect cast.
I'm positive that she will. And at the end of May, so this was like about a month after Happy Place came out, she made a post that said, I have a migraine, let's fan cast Happy Place. So
like, okay, Emily.
It gives me hope.
Yes. Happy Place was the #1 New York Times bestseller immediately after it came out because it's incredible, and it still is #1 at the time we are recording this episode, June 17th.
And also something crazy that happened, and I don't know if it's like consistently been on the list or if it's just because Happy Place just came out, but Beach Read is on the current New York Times bestseller list at number 15 this month.
Wow.
And that came out in 2020. So it's like,
That's so exciting.
girly.
I bet
Girly's
it's
thriving.
because she mentions beach read as an Easter egg in the book.
Yes. And so even if you start with Happy Place and you're like, oh, I
They're
didn't know
all
she had other work.
interconnected.
Yeah, then you're like, ooh, I have to go and read this one. And I highly recommend it because she's amazing.
You should read every single one of them. They do not miss. They are all amazing. She is currently in the process of editing her next book. She has not released what it is, but I know it's going to be incredible. Very, very excited. I actually don't even know what it would possibly be about because I wasn't even expecting Happy Place.
I know. I honestly feel like she's just like pleasantly surprising us. I wonder, like, part of me wonders, like, so her first book was published in 2016, right? But
Mhm.
like, how many things did she have like drafted that just needed like worked on,
Right.
polished? So I feel like she probably has all of these projects that she's focusing on one by one, but like they've been there, like they've been ready to be like put
Right.
out into the world.
I feel like a lot of authors do have multiple projects at once. So like Lee Bardugo, for example, when she was working on Shadow and Bone, she was also creating the first Ninth House book. And now that the second Ninth House book is out, she's working on a few other projects with the third book in like the process of that. And so I feel like they do take time to work on like other things while mentioning that they're going to continue a series or something like that. So maybe she does have multiple ideas going on.
And I think that's really smart too, because you don't want to like get burnt out.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, like, as much as people like love these books and are like pressuring Lee to like focus on these, like,
These are
she doesn't
people.
want to, she doesn't want it to get like draining. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like if you want a good, well-written book, you need to give these ladies some time.
Yeah, you need to be patient, as hard as it is,
Let them work at their
because,
craft.
ooh, speaking of giving ladies some time, I saw
Sarah.
this on TikTok and it could be totally full of bullshit. But somebody said that Sarah J. Maas
I
on
knew
her
it.
website, yeah, somebody said it was like on her website and take it down. And that's why I don't believe it. But they were like, yeah, the next book's going to be from Baron's perspective. And I was like, no,
Ew. No,
it is
that's
not.
fake. It's got to be fake.
I thought so too, but I was just making sure you didn't like hear it from anyone.
I'm going to our website right now while we record this.
Yeah, they like in their TikTok, they said that and they were like, yeah, it was on the website, but now it's taken down. And I was like, you sound like you're so full of shit right now.
Yeah, there's no way that's real. No, there's nothing new on here.
Thank God. Because I would not read it.
Fuck Baron. Anyway, it's not about Sarah J. Maas. She's had her time to shine. This
She
is
has.
about Emily
Back
Henry.
to Emily Henry. Also, you guys, if you don't already follow her on Instagram, you should, because she also does a lot of book recs.
She does.
She's always like sharing new releases that are published by like other authors that she's friends with or knows. And like, I trust her recommendations. I've not read a single one of them yet because my TBR is way too long. However, I'm sure they're great recommendations. And I trust.
Yeah, no, and like I love that she does that too, because I feel like sometimes you get authors who do not support other authors, and like it's fine. But I do love that Emily Henry takes the time to, shout out to maybe lesser known authors or books that are struggling and
exactly
gets it out there.
Yeah, because Emily, like, she did kind of like luck out and go viral, and like,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't say luck out like she didn't put any effort in.
She
Obviously,
found a
she
good
worked for it.
publisher, and yeah.
Yeah, like she is fortunate and is like one of the more like successful and well-known authors. So to support people whose names aren't as like well known, I think is very important and a great use of her social media.
Absolutely. So we have decided that we are going to construct our own little DM to Emily, just in a show of appreciation for her and everything she does. It's going to go a little something like this. Dearest Emily, we are Tabby and Caitlin, co-host of Best Friends Book Club podcast. We are writing this DM because we are recording a shout out episode just for you. We wanted to say that we are huge fans of your work, and we absolutely cannot wait for the upcoming movie adaptations of your other books, and look forward to discussing all of your future novels on the podcast. Stay lit, Tabby and Caitlin.
And I feel like if you guys also love Emily Henry, you should
Give
all
her a
show her
little
some
shout
love.
out.
Yeah, give her a little shout out, tag her in a post, tag her in a comment, like write her a little DM saying how much you love her work.
We'll let you know if she responds.
Oh yeah, we'll let you know. I don't expect her to. I know she's a busy lady. But I just want her to know how like appreciated her art is because it's really meaningful. Like truly.
Yes. It truly is something that, and I don't like, I do say I joke about it changes me as a person, but it really does just show some transparency for her as a person, and it touches on things I think a lot of people are afraid to write about because it's a very real topics, and I love that about her.
Yeah, I think some people are scared to make their books too real
Yeah.
because obviously books are kind of a form of escapism. And so they're scared to like touch on things that are too real. But she does it in such a graceful way. And it just like really makes you appreciate the like loved ones in your life. Like every time I read one of her books, I'm like, I'm gonna go hug all the people that I love. Like
Yes.
she's just a queen.
We love her. Emily, never change. We are so, so excited to read your future stuff. But please join us next week. We're going to be starting Kingdom of the Wicked series by Carrie Maniscalco. She is an amazing author, and she is actually working on some feature novels right now. Very excited. But she is actually mentored by James Patterson, who is an incredibly well-known author. He's incredible. He's amazing too.
He
But
is.
yeah, very
I
excited to start
grew
the
up
series.
reading all of his work, like the Maximum Ride series. Like
Yeah.
he's so good.
Yep, she was mentored by him.
Amazing. The week after that, our minisode will be fan casting Kingdom of the Wicked, just in case one day it gets its own movie or TV show
And
adaptation.
I hope it does. It deserves it.
I'm so excited. Like I said last episode, I've not yet read these, so I am looking forward to a new fresh series to read and
Yay!
can't wait to talk about it with you guys. So go ahead and get started on the first book. We'll talk to you next time, and as always,
Let's get lit.